You just picked up your phone. You don't know why. Nothing happened. Nobody called. You just reached for it like breathing. Here's the truth. That moment has almost nothing to do with your phone. It goes back 300,000 years. Your ancestors lived in small tribes of 30 to 50 people. Survival depended on one thing: staying socially aware. Who had food? Who was angry? Who was being left behind? The people who kept scanning the social environment stayed alive. The people who tuned out didn't. Your brain is still that brain. Neuroscientist Robert Sapolsky at Stanford spent decades studying this. His conclusion is simple. Your nervous system did not evolve for calm. It evolved for constant vigilance, for checking, for never fully switching off. Because in the ancestral world, switching off could kill you. The phone just gave that ancient instinct a new target. Now here's where it gets really interesting. In the 1950s, psychologist B.F. Skinner ran an experiment with rats and levers. Some rats got a pellet every press, others got nothing. A third group got a pellet randomly, sometimes after one press, sometimes after 20. The random group pressed the lever obsessively. They couldn't stop. Your phone is that lever. You don't get a notification every time you check. You don't get nothing either. You get something sometimes. And that sometimes is the most powerful behavioral trigger the human brain has ever encountered. Researchers at University College London confirmed it in 2016. Unpredictable rewards fire the dopamine system far harder than predictable ones. Every time you unlock your screen, you're pulling that lever. But the checking isn't just about reward, it's about threat. For your ancestors, being excluded from the tribe wasn't embarrassing. It was fatal. No group meant no food, no shelter, no survival. Psychologist Naomi Eisenberger at UCLA scanned brains of people being left out of a simple online game. The results stunned the field. Social rejection activated the exact same regions as physical pain. Your brain cannot tell the difference between being ignored in a group chat and being punched. That's why an unanswered message feels urgent. That's why you check it mid-conversation. That's why leaving your phone in another room creates low-level anxiety you can't quite name. It's a 300,000-year-old survival system running on a world that didn't exist 15 years ago. And the apps were built to meet it there. The infinite scroll removes your natural stopping point. Pull to refresh mimics the physical lever. The red badge hijacks your threat radar. Asa Raskin, the designer who invented Infinite Scroll, later said he estimates it creates 200,000 extra hours of scrolling every single day. He called it a mistake. It worked because your brain met it halfway. So what do? Willpower won't save you. Willpower is finite. A 300,000-year-old survival instinct is not. The answer is architecture. Change the environment before the urge hits. Phone in a drawer during meals, not discipline, just removing the cue. Notifications off. Removing the unpredictable signal. Specific times to check. And suddenly the randomness collapses, and the dopamine spike with it. Skinner's rats, when moved to a box with a predictable reward schedule, calmed down. They pressed the lever at the right times and stopped. Same rats. Different environment. You are not broken. You are not weak. You have an ancient brain in a world it was never designed for, and someone engineered an app to exploit exactly that. Tonight, when you reach for your phone for no reason, you'll catch it a half-second faster. You'll recognize the signal, the ancient radar pinging, the lever waiting. Maybe you'll put it down, not because you're cured, but because you finally know what's really happening. And that changes things.